So, a few weeks ago, I went online to buy myself a nice wireless charger for my smartphone. There were so many options available that I didn't know which one to buy. So I did what most of us would do in this situation and bought the one with the best reviews. This charger had about 4.7 stars and over 3,000 glowing reviews. People were saying that this was their best purchase ever, that this charger belongs in an Apple store. I was sold. I immediately clicked the buy now button and I waited. But what arrived was not what was promised. The charger was made of the cheapest plastic available and felt like it could break at any moment. What just happened? Did I order the wrong product? I went back to the listing and read those reviews a little more carefully. And something didn't add up. You see, every minute in India, over 10 lakh rupees is spent online. A lot of this is based on what strangers tell us to buy. But what if I tell you that up to 40% of what you're reading in those reviews isn't even real? That there is an entire hidden industry dedicated to manipulating your every online purchase. But why would they even do this? Well, we thought about it, so let's talk about it. Hey everyone, I'm Angad Kahai Singh, and Vyre is glad to be a part of Zerodha's media network, through which we plan on bringing you well-researched content that dives deep into the questions you didn't even know you had. Vyre is all about curiosity, exploring the stories behind things that we see every day but rarely stop to question. So if that's something that you're interested in, do consider subscribing. In 2024, India's e-commerce market crossed $124 billion. That's over 10 lakh crores. And very soon we'll have nearly 800 million online shoppers. After receiving that terrible charger, I started obsessively reading reviews across different platforms online, and I noticed a pattern. Once you start noticing them, the same phrases kept appearing. The absolutely same oddly specific compliments. And the most suspicious thing, tons of 5-star reviews were posted within the same days. So I did what any other reasonable person would do. I went down the internet rabbit hole. Within just a few hours of doing the right searches online, I managed to have myself added to private Telegram groups with thousands of members. Each group had its own specialty. Amazon reviews, Google business reviews, App Store reviews. And the moment I joined them, the messages started flooding in. 150 per 5-star review, minimum order 20 reviews, can do 100 plus in a week, all from real Indian accounts. Each seller promoting how many accounts they have, 500, 1000, 2500 plus accounts. And they all promised me that the reviews would be very natural looking. Hear this. In one of the groups, a seller offered a comprehensive brand building package, which included 100 positive reviews, mix of 4 and 5 stars. 20 detailed questions with helpful answers, 10 unboxing videos from different influencers. I could have been one of them. And get this one, downvoting competitor reviews. All of this for 35,000 with a satisfaction guarantee. With just a little online digging, I found job listings for freelance product reviewers and even some LinkedIn profiles that mentioned reputation management services. Some companies had full teams working on this. And the more I researched, the more I found out this wasn't just about individual freelancers. This was an organized shadow economy. Through some friends of mine, I managed to get in touch with an ex-employee of one of these review firms. I found out that they too had monthly targets and were told to practice to write reviews as genuine as possible. Everything had to look authentic. They were specifically told to study authentic reviews and try to copy them. According to this employee, just their office had 30 people working full-time. Keep in mind, this is just one office in one city. If you take 30 people posting 15 reviews a day for approximately 22 days a month, that's close to 10,000 fake reviews every month from a single office. When I asked him which companies use their services, he simply said everyone, from startups to the biggest multinational brands. I just want to take a moment to thank Odoo for sponsoring this video. Imagine trying to run an operation like those review farms. Hundreds of clients, thousands of reviews and constant deadlines. It's pure chaos. It's not exactly the kind of business that you'd want to run. But if you're building something real, something legit, you need the right tools to keep everything streamlined. That's where Odoo's e-commerce builder comes in. Whether you're starting an online store or scaling an existing one, Odoo lets you create, manage and grow all in one place. Start with easy steps. Choose your business objective and goal. Pick a color palette or upload your logo to make one. Choose the pages and features that you want and pick a theme. And just like that, your online store is ready to be customized. Adding products is a breeze. Just add the details like the name, price and image and your product page is live. Add details like more images and a description and make it more aesthetic with drag and drop blocks, background design, animations and more. You can also enable real customer reviews so that the 5 stars that you get are from real happy customers and not a review farm. And here's the best part, your first Odoo app is free for life with unlimited hosting and support. Plus, you get a custom domain free for an entire year. So, if you're serious about growing your online business, check out Odoo's e-commerce builder through the link in the description below and start selling smarter today. Now, let's get back to the video. Now, after a lot of digging around online and talking to a lot of people, I found out that these review farms or agencies or whatever you want to call them have some standard tactics. These are strategies that they use across all e-commerce platforms to game the system. Strategy 1 is the review burst. Here, a product is launched with a massive wave of positive reviews in the first week itself. Number 2 is the competition crusher. Here, they systematically downvote and give negative reviews to competitor products, making them rank lower. So, you shine on the top. The third strategy is the question plant. Here, they create fake customer questions and then answer them with the product's highlighted strengths. The fourth strategy is the warranty bribe. Here, they offer extended warranties in return for 5-star reviews. The fifth strategy is the negative burial. When negative reviews appear, they immediately flood the post with positive reviews, essentially hiding the negative reviews a few pages down. And here's where things get disturbing. I found entire consulting firms publicly available on the internet that advertise these exact services as reputation management services. Here's a line from one of the websites. We guarantee your product will maintain 4.5 plus stars regardless of product quality or customer satisfaction. But it's not just these review farms or agencies that are creating these misleading reviews. It's also people like you and me. No, seriously. I'm sure if you've been shopping online recently, you would have gotten a card like this at least in one of your orders. The message is always the same. Register your product and leave a 5-star review to extend your warranty by XYZ months. Or get an XYZ amount of cash back if you leave a 5-star review. This goes against several consumer protection laws. Warranties can't be tied to positive reviews. That's coercion. I posted an Instagram story asking my audience if they received a card like this, and a lot of them said they did. And now it doesn't even matter if the product is genuinely good or not, because you just gave it a 5-star rating, increasing its review, getting more people to buy it, who in turn would want to claim their warranty, so they would give it 5 stars and then they would increase the rating. You get where I'm going with this, right? A lot of these companies also reach out to people like you and me through WhatsApp, telling us that we can earn money sitting at home just by filling in a few reviews per day. While we may feel that we are winning in this situation, we're the ultimate victims. Because now anything that we buy online based on any form of reviews, we'll have to consider that we are being lied to. And it's not just about the money, it's also trust that we lose. It's all the time wasted returning the products, arguing with customer support, and overall feeling frustrated when your product simply doesn't work. So why don't e-commerce platforms crack down harder? Major platforms do have sophisticated review detection systems, technology that they've had for years, but they implement only partially. If platforms eliminated all their fake reviews, their sales might temporarily drop. Don't believe me? Take a look. Which product are you more likely to buy? The technology to solve this exists, but the will to use it fully, that's another question. Now, if you're like me and you think, I don't need to trust these written reviews, I'll just watch a video from my favorite creator. Well, you're in for a surprise. Well, it's not a secret that if a brand is paying a creator thousands of rupees for a video, you won't say the product is terrible. You'll find something positive to focus on. And while that isn't as bad as straight up lying, that's not the whole picture. A lot of times, you may not even know that you're watching a sponsored segment in a creator's video. The top 5 amazing gadgets that they're showing, number 3 is sponsored. And it's not even that good. Creators and influencers are legally obligated to disclose any sponsored content. But a lot of times, brands do not want this. They specifically ask creators not to use hashtag ad or hashtag sponsored, or even turn on the YouTube setting that lets you know a video is sponsored or contains paid promotions. They want it to seem authentic. Now, while many creators do comply because they don't want to lose the deal, this is highly illegal. This directly violates the Advertising Standards Council of India guidelines, which require clear disclosure of sponsored content. So how do you spot a fake review? Because it's getting harder every day. I've spent so many days looking at these reviews, I honestly don't know what's real and what's fake anymore. But there are some patterns. Here's a checklist that you can use to spot potentially fake reviews. Check the reviewer's profile. Do they only review products from one brand? Do they post dozens of reviews on the same day? That's a red flag. Focus on the middle reviews. 3-star reviews often contain the most honest and balanced feedback. Look for specific details. Amazing product, love it, tells you nothing. Look for reviews mentioning specific use cases and experiences. Check the review distribution. If you only see 5-star reviews and 1-star reviews, something is off. Use detection tools. There's a lot of browser extensions that can help you spot these fake reviews automatically. And lastly, check recent reviews first. Some products start good but decline in quality over time. Recent reviews may reveal this. When I analyzed my disappointing purchase through one of those detection tools, it flagged over 50% of those reviews. 50% of those reviews were unreliable. After weeks of diving into this world, I'm totally changing the way I shop online. We all need to do our research and be skeptical of any kind of review or ratings. Let's not simply take them at face value. I think it's also time to look beyond the first page of the reviews and also trust your gut. If something is too good to be true, it probably is. In this new digital market, the oldest advice still holds true. Buyer beware. But now, we need to be aware, not just of what we are buying, but who's telling us to buy it and why.